What is going on, guys? This is the Club of the Man 1993, and for the first time in 2 months, we are back here for another episode of WWE Turn Alert, as we're talking about a surprise return, and returning as a heel. Interesting. I was not expecting this. I got some brief thoughts on it, though. But at WWE's Crown Jewel 2023 that I just got done reviewing, Kairi Sane made her return to WWE after a 3-year hiatus and being going back to Japan. She had been rumored to be returning for months, and it was rumored last week that she was being put back on WWE's internal roster, and she made her return during the match with Iyo Sky and Bianca Belair, where Kairi first saved Bianca from getting getting a KOD through the table. Kairi saved Bayley from getting hit with the KOD through the table and attacked Bianca, helping her best friend, remember the days in NXT with my best friend, in NXT, helping Iyo Sky retain her title. But it seems like, based off of the accidental collision between Bayley and Iyo during the match, that maybe Io's going a different direction here. Because Kairi returning as a heel. And afterwards, Iyo and Kairi celebrated together, but Bayley was left out. Kind of interesting. I predicted Kairi would return here, but she would return and square off with Iyo, and her and Iyo will have a match soon. But it's not happening yet. Not yet. It looks like they're going to be a stable. A Japanese stable in WWE. Which is interesting. Now, my first worry is when they had Kairi as a heel before, when her and Asuka were the Kabuki Warriors, and they just randomly did a double turn in that Hell in a Cell match. Well, not actually inside Hell in a Cell, but at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, where they had randomly turned they randomly turned Kabuki Warriors heel and made Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross baby faces. I didn't think it worked out well at all for Kairi as a heel. Of course, that was under Vince. She just doesn't come across as intimidating. Here, though, she looked great. And it was corrected by Robbie One Kenobi in the live chat in my Crown Jewel review. In Lucha Underground, Kairi, Iyo, and I can't remember who else it was part of a group called the Black Lotus. Could this be a tease for Asuka teaming up with them, having a 3-woman Japanese stable? Or I also heard a 4th person it could be involved, and it's not someone you'd expect. Which could mean Io's going in her own direction, leading her own group, and ending Damage Control, and maybe eventually turning Bayley face. Now, something else I also forgot to mention in my Crown Jewel review that was mentioned. Michael Cole mentioned that the last time we saw Kairi Sane, she was getting beaten down by Bayley. And I think it was August or September of 2020. Which was them writing Kairi off TV when she was getting ready to leave. So there, of course, is some history there and some continuity there. This could lead to a Bayley face turn, which I think is about time, even though there really isn't a story right now for Bayley turning face. She's been a heel long enough. The heel run it's done its thing. It's had its good, it's had its bad, but it's time for her to be a face. Kairi, though, is a heel in a stable, though, with Iyo and Asuka and possibly a fourth member, Triple H, we cooking here. Now, I'm pretty sure if Vince McMahon still had much more control over creative, I don't think Kairi would have came back. I don't think anybody really would have came back. People are starting to get that spotlight that are still here. And also, thank God also, she's on SmackDown. Because if she's on Raw, she'd be facing Nia Jax and get a freaking concussion again. Ugh. Hey, I know! But we'll see where this goes. Like I said, the last time she was a heel WWE, it didn't work out too good. But this time, though, it could. So we'll see what happens with the Pirate Princess, the winner of the first Mae Young Classic, Kairi Sane. And see what she does in a heel stable with Iyo Sky. Eventually, though, we do have to get that match. I mean, her versus Iyo would be awesome. Kairi versus Asuka would be awesome also. A triple threat between those three would be awesome. We got to get them at some point. We were supposed to get, I always mention, we were supposed to get Iyo versus Kairi at TakeOver Toronto 2019 if Iyo didn't get called up. I mean, if Kairi didn't get called up, that's why they were turning Iyo heel. But of course, when that happened, they had to change the plans. But we should get it at some point. Hopefully. So there we go. And I think I mentioned also that I think it's going to be like a mixture of like Damage Control and Black Lotus for teaming up against faces from the SmackDown Women's Division on at War Games for the women. We'll see where it goes, but it could be anything. But that's my brief thoughts on Kairi Sane returning to WWE as a heel. What are your thoughts on this? Were you surprised Kairi came back as a heel? Are you interested in this stable involving Iyo, Kairi, maybe Asuka, and possibly a fourth member also? And if there is a fourth member, who do you think it should be? Please leave your thoughts, guys, down in the comments section below. And be sure, as always, to slap a like on the video and subscribe for more content on my channel. Follow me on Twitter at TheClubOfTheMan93 and on TikTok and Instagram at TheClubOfTheMan1993. You subscribe, and of course, will get you be one of the 48 last remaining subscribers I need to get to 2,000 for the channel, as we are on the hashtag road to 2,000 subscribers. So, guys, please, as always, make sure to also stay tuned for more WWE Turn Alert.